Hello and welcome to Newsroom series. I'm Olumide Macaulay. Thank you for joining us. First, our top stories. Justice James Omotosho of the Federal High Court in Abuja has dismissed a suit filed against the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, challenging the legality of the 6-month suspension slammed on the Kogi Central Senatorial Representative Natasha Oduaghan-Akpoti over alleged misconduct. The suit instituted by one Ihanvu Iliasu and 9 others was dismissed by the judge on the grounds that they had no legal standing to bring the matter before the court. Now marked FHC ABJ 654-2025, the suit challenged the validity of the suspension of Senator Natasha Oduaghan-Akpoti for various reasons. Among others, the plaintiffs prayed the court to void the suspension of Senator Natasha on the grounds that their senatorial district will be shortchanged, asking for a recall with immediate effect. Now, delivering the judgment on Friday, Justice Omotosho held that the 10 plaintiffs lacked legal standing to institute the action. He subsequently dismissed the suit for lack of merit. The First Lady of Nigeria, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, is in Gombe State on a 2-day working visit. During the visit, she commissioned a 100-bed mother and child specialist hospital, named in her honor, as well as the newly completed College of Nursing and Midwifery, Gombe State. As part of her engagements, the First Lady also declared open the maiden Gombe State Health Summit aimed at improving health care delivery and promoting maternal and child health across the state. The Federal Medical Center, Kumo, built by the Governor Inuwa Yahaya administration in Gombe State, is part of efforts to strengthen the health sector. The facility is now ready for commissioning by the First Lady of Nigeria, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, during her 2-day working visit to Gombe State. Senator Oluremi Tinubu arrives at the new banquet hall of the Gombe State Government House, where hundreds of schoolgirls and women cheer to welcome her. The First Lady emphasizes that no girl in Nigeria should miss school because of menstrual hygiene challenges.
It is unacceptable that our girls still continue to face significant challenge during their menstrual cycle, especially those in rural communities who miss school days every month because they cannot afford sanitary pads. Some who attend resort to using unsafe, unhygienic alternatives, while others stay at home altogether, falling behind in their studies and in some cases eventually drop out of school. This trend must end, and this intervention under the education framework of Renewed Hope Initiative is aimed at doing just that.
She explained that through the Renewed Hope Initiative, 370,000 customized menstrual pads will be distributed across the country to promote menstrual hygiene and protect the dignity of schoolgirls. Governor Inuwa Yahaya of Gombe State says the project aligns with his administration's bold health sector reform and the Renewed Hope agenda of President Bola Tinubu.
Our concern is that we raise the standards of hygiene and sanitation. And what we are doing now is part of it. In fact, the whole health summit is about the story of the transformation of the health sector in Gombe and what we are going to do in order to sustain and see that we improve on it. So what we are doing here aligns with it, and we are very happy, and you can see happiness in the face of all our children there. So what thank you for that.
Other guests at the event commend the initiative, describing it as a major step towards improving public health and girl-child education in Nigeria.
The Flow with Confidence campaign is your campaign. It's a promise that we see you, we hear you, and we stand with you. Together, we will create a Nigeria where every child can sit in the classroom with dignity, confidence, and hope.
Today's event sends a powerful message. and women and are committed to protecting their health, dignity, and empowerment.
To conclude a two-day working visit, the First Lady commissions a 1,000-capacity College of Nursing and Midwifery constructed by the Inuayaya administration.
Excellence, and go out and bless this nation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency, the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. There's a plaque to be unveiled here at the right-hand side. Please.
Now, the governor of Yobe State, Mai Mala Buni, has commissioned 5 blocks of 3-bedroom bungalows built by his administration for the Federal Medical Center, Nguru. The Commissioner for Housing and Urban Development, Architect Ahmed Boubakiari, handed over the charters and commended the governor for his commitment to infrastructural transformation.
Guys are old.
Healthcare delivery remains one of the top priorities of Governor Mai Mala Buni of Yobe State. This commitment is evident as the doctor's quarters at the Federal Medical Center Nguru is commissioned.
And the benefit of the people of Yobe State and
Representing the governor at the event are the Commissioners for Housing and Urban Development and the Commissioner for Health. The Commissioner for Housing, Architect Ahmed Boubakiari, says the administration is determined to address the housing challenges faced by medical professionals across the state.
This project was graciously approved by His Excellency specifically to address the housing challenges that has faced by housing challenges faced by the medical personnel, which in many cases compel to leave them in search of better conditions. Although FMC Nguru is a federal institution with its own independent budget, His Excellency considered it necessary to extend this support in order to strengthen the healthcare delivery of the people of Yobe State.
On his part, the Commissioner for Health, Dr. Mohamed Lawangana, assures that the government will continue to improve infrastructure and facilities at both primary and secondary health care levels.
This occasion is more than just the opening of buildings. It is a reflection of visionary leadership, purposeful governance, and people-centered development. His Excellency's visionary leadership since assumption of office has demonstrated uncommon foresight and unwavering commitment to the welfare of the people of Yobe State. He has consistently pursued policies and programs that touch the lives of ordinary citizens.
After the commissioning and inspection of the new quarters, the medical director of the Federal Medical Center, Nguru, Professor Hadiza Usman, commends Governor Buni for his support to the health sector.
Our greatest challenge is actually having accommodation for our healthcare, especially our doctors. Most of the times they have issue of getting accommodation, and for the governor to come to our aid by providing these 5 flat of 3-bedroom houses. Yes, it may not be enough, but it's a step in the right direction, and it's going to really reduce the pressure that we have with regards to accommodation.
The team later proceeds to Machina, a border community with the Niger Republic, to inspect the ongoing construction of an ultra-modern market, and then to Potiskum, the commercial hub of the state, to assess another newly completed ultra-modern market project.
From healthcare facilities in Yobe State to housing in the same state, Yobe State government have purchased the federal government estate in Damaturu for 2.18 billion naira. The estate comprises 176 housing units and is part of efforts to address the housing needs. Before the official handover of documents, the Minister of Housing and Urban Development commended the Yobe State government for taking the bold step to acquire the property, joining other states that have benefited from similar housing initiatives.
I am very delighted, just like the Federal Controller has said, that we are gathered here to submit a state to Yobe State. In some places, individuals struggle on their own, but the federal government, but the state government here, being responsive to their citizens, decided and said, look, we will procure the estate for our citizens. I think that's a good milestone.
The Yobe State Commissioner for Housing, Architect Ahmed Buba Yari, explained that the allocation will follow a fair and transparent process to ensure that deserving residents benefit from the project.
This project was graciously approved by His Excellency specifically to address the housing challenges that has faced by housing challenges faced by the medical personnel, which in many cases compel to leave them in search of better conditions. Although FMC Guru is a federal institution with its own independent budget, His Excellency considered it necessary to extend this support in order to strengthen the healthcare delivery of the people of Yobe State. The project commenced in August last year and was completed in February.
Now, the Adamawa state government has approved 26 billion naira for the execution of key development projects. The projects cover roads, water supply, agriculture, and other infrastructure aimed at boosting economic growth and improving the living conditions of residents. These projects are spread across different communities, including areas affected by insurgency and communal conflict. The initiative is part of the state government's ongoing effort to fast-track development and promote recovery. Briefing journalists after the State Executive Council meeting presided over by Governor Umaru Fintiri, the Commissioner for Information and Strategy, James NDLEA, and the Commissioner for Agriculture, David Gato, explained that the approvals reflect the administration's strong commitment to transforming critical sectors of the economy.
The Council has approved the award of contract for the construction of pavement and surfacing of Shua Pulam Road, 11.2 kilometers in Michika local government area at the sum of 3,806,548,388 naira 93 kobo. The Council has approved the additional works asphalt overlay on the contract for the construction of Mararaba Garta Kamale Road, 7.5 kilometers to include the asphalting of the road from Michika, Mararaba Garta Kamale, 17.5 kilometers in Michika local government at the sum of 6,596,013,896 naira 72 kobo.
Since we came into this government, we had no tractors in the Ministry of Agriculture. But at this time, His Excellency has magnanimously approved the supply of 22 of the best quality of tractors so far, MF 375, and it's very durable to this our own climate. Likewise, we are robustly preparing for the 2025-2026 dry season farming. We are preparing very early this time, looking at the fact that we are now in October, and yet we are already giving out contracts for the supply of 31,800 bags of NPK fertilizer. So I'm calling on our dry season farmers to get ready and get prepared, clear their lands, that the state government is ready to support them in the next dry season farming.
You're watching Newsroom series on Channels Television. Coming up, the Committee for the Creation of Additional Emirates, Fiefdoms and Districts in Bauchi State submit his report to the state governor, Mr. Bala Mohammed. Please stay with us. Welcome back. The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency in Taraba State has arrested 596 suspects for various drug-related offences in the last 12 months. Amongst them, 556 are men and 40 are women. The State Commander, Obadiah Umar, made this known at a briefing to review the command's performance for the last quarter of the year. He added that over 3 tons of different drugs, including cannabis, psychotropic substances, and methamphetamine, were seized, while 34 suspects, including 2 fake policemen, have been convicted.
I want to make it loud and clear to the state, the country, and the world at large that this tremendous achievement, I will not end it without mentioning special arrest that we have done that is unprecedented. They are incredible arrest. And the chairman commended the command with an excellent remark. Worthy of note are, we were able to dislodge and arrest transborder cartel on the 7th of October 2024 with 142.42 kilograms of various brand of tramadol that is earmarked for distribution to West African countries, especially warring countries. And we were able to intercept 2,100 bottles of codeine. And very recently, to be precise, on the 30th of September 2025, utilizing credible intelligence and in collaboration with troops of the Nigerian Army.
The Committee on the Creation of Additional Emirates, Chiefdoms and Districts in Bauchi have submitted its report to Governor Bala Mohammed. It recommends the creation of 13 new emirates in Bauchi State to strengthen traditional leadership and promote grassroots development. Governor Bala Mohammed expressed satisfaction with the committee's work, commending its thoroughness and dedication. Our correspondent Hajara Aliyu reports.
After 3 months of intense consultations and discussions, the Committee on the Creation of Emirates, Chiefdoms and Districts has completed its work and submitted its final report to Governor Bala Mohammed of Bauchi State. During the presentation, the chairman of the committee, Mr. Hamza Akuyem, briefs the governor on the outcome of their assignment.
So, Your Excellency,
he explains that the committee received 196 memoranda from various communities. 17 requested the creation of new emirates, 13 sought the establishment of chiefdoms, and 166 called for new districts.
After adopting this benchmark, we came up with 13 emirates. Existing one are 6, and we have 13 additional ones spread all over the state. As for the chiefdom, we came up with 2, and as for the district, we come up with 111 of people of Bauchi and of the members of the committee. And to God be the glory.
Mr. Akuyem then formally presents and submits the report to the governor. Governor Bala Mohammed commends the committee for its work and highlights the importance of expanding traditional governance structure to strengthen community participation and inclusion.
I work in the federal government, and that's why I'm doing this. I know it's a central thing. So it is not because I hate my emir. I love him. I cherish him, I respect him. I have been building their palaces. I have improved their revenue. I made sure they are not impoverished. How could I undermine them when I'm a product of the same system? But then we must go waste the time with what is expected in terms of revenue sharing that is coming from the Federation account.
The Bauchi State House of Assembly is now expected to review the committee's recommendations and begin the process of enacting the necessary laws. Hajar Ali, Channels Television News.
To party politics, the People's Democratic Party in Borno State has held its Congress in Maiduguri to elect new leaders who will manage the party's affairs for the next 4 years. Out of the 39 positions available, 31 candidates emerged unopposed, while delegates from the 27 local government areas of the state voted to fill the remaining 8 offices. The exercise, conducted under tight security, ended with the chairman of the Electoral Committee, Mohammed Iyali, declaring Zana Mustafa as the new state chairman of the PDP.
In accordance with the regulation, the electoral officers are here, the security agencies are here, INEC are here, the delegates are here, and party supporters are here. All of us have witnessed the successful conduct of the exercise. The election has been done peacefully, and delegates have come across the state and have casted their votes. So as far as we are concerned, the election is perfect and is done in accordance with the regulations.
Finally, Governor Agu Kefas of Taraba State says he will henceforth begin legacy projects that will outlive his administration and serve generations to come. The governor stated this during a statewide broadcast to mark the nation's Independence Day celebration in Jalingo, the state capital. He plans to inaugurate a project monitoring and delivery unit to ensure that the projects are tracked. According to him, the task before his administration is to nurture institutions that endure, build systems that respond to the real needs of residents, and entrench governance that is fair, with discipline, transparency, and accountability as the guiding principles of his administration.
The task before us is very clear: to nurture institutions that endure, to build systems that respond to the real needs of our people, and to entrench governance that is fair and inclusive. Governance must be measured not by words, but by the standard it upholds. For this reason, discipline, transparency, and accountability remain the guiding principles of this administration. In furtherance of this, we are inaugurating a project monitoring and delivery unit. Its purpose is to ensure that government projects are tracked, progress is open to the public, and citizens can measure the result of their government. This is our season of building. Let us renew our hope, strengthen our unity, and march forward with courage. Distractions will come, but they will not derail us. Let us rise above fear, suspicion, and division. Let us uphold each other accountable. Let us build a Taraba where every child can dream, every youth can thrive, and every community can prosper.
And that's it on Newsroom series today. Thank you for watching. I'm Olumide McCauley.